Welcome to News Today with Universal Parks News Today. I'm Annie Wilson, and here is the news for March 5th, 2024. And before we start, I just want to mention that if you hear any noise in the background, like drilling or beeping, there is construction going on next door. We are going to be moving soon, so it's good stuff, but I apologize if you hear it in the background. Drones have been rumored to be part of Universal Orlando's new nighttime spectacular, and now we have video that confirms recent testing. Our videos show the drones forming a spinning circle before spreading out to create different moving designs. Another video shows a large rectangular pattern of drones in rainbow colors as they spread out and twinkle in the sky before forming another rectangular box shape. Pyrotechnics and projections are expected to be used along with the drones for this new show. The new nighttime spectacular was announced in March 2023 when the end of Universal Orlando's cinematic celebration was confirmed. No details have been released for the new show, but using drones would solve Universal Orlando's continuing pyrotechnic limitations. As Universal Orlando Resort is located right in the city with residential areas very close to the parks, they've only been able to use fireworks sparingly. Drones wouldn't have the same noise level issues as fireworks, opening the door for more elaborate shows. At this time, no official announcements have been made. I'm really looking forward to this drones, and I really am excited to have some new nighttime entertainment at Universal. Looking at the drones, you can see them from a great distance, so I can only imagine how fantastic it's going to look when we're actually in the park watching the show. So I really hope they make an announcement soon. Inside Universal Studios Florida, there are even more signs that Universal Orlando is one step closer to debuting their new nighttime show. The Lagoon projectors for the new show have been activated and are now covered in props. The old projectors were replaced in January, and all signs indicate that testing is underway. The old projectors were in themed crates to blend in more with the shipping yard set pieces around the lagoon. The new projectors are larger than the previous ones and are housed in solid gray metal boxes. Universal has started covering them with nets, ropes, and other props to make them less obvious. The projectors no longer have lens caps taped in place, and we could hear them humming with energy now that they've been turned on. The projectors have themed netting, lanterns, and small buoys attached to them. It's possible that shipping crates will be installed over the metal boxes later, and that the props will go on top of those crates. Universal Orlando Resort has announced the opening window for the upcoming DreamWorks land at Universal Studios Florida, as well as shared new concept art and details. The new land will invite guests into the worlds of Shrek, Trolls, and Kung Fu Panda in summer of 2024. The land will feature 3 attractions: Trolls Troller Coaster, Po Live, and Shrek's Swamp Meet. Guests can also enjoy playgrounds, water activities, snack and treat locations, and more. In the new concept art for Trolls Troller Coaster, guests can be seen whizzing by on a multicolored catter bus, passing by spooky spiders and their webs. The roller coaster is surrounded by tall grass and flowers. On Trolls Troller Coaster, guests will board the Caterpillar Catter Bus and travel on this family-friendly coaster with Poppy, Tiny, and the twins Satin and Chenille in an attempt to escape spooky spiders. Poppy's playground will be found nestled under a 20-foot-tall mushroom, offering a shaded play area full of colorful flowers and bugs. Here, the youngest guests can find bouncing and climbing structures to enjoy. At Trolls Treats, Poppy's boombox from Trolls Band Together has been transformed into a kiosk that offers Trolls ice cream treats inspired by Poppy and Branch, like the pink lemonade flavored Poppylicious Pink and Huckleberry flavored Brozone Berry. High Five Hideaway will be the land's retail location, offering merchandise including plush and apparel from Shrek, Trolls, Kung Fu Panda, and Gabby's Dollhouse. In the new concept art for Panda Village, the former Curious George area has been transformed. Red lanterns will hang overhead as guests travel through misting sprayers and pass below a water dump bucket. The art also shows a glimpse at what will be Po Live, where guests can meet and speak with Po via digital screen. In Po Live, guests will visit Panda Village, which is the ancestral home of Po and all the pandas. There, they will meet and speak with Po via a digital animated screen. Po will train viewers in the ways of Kung Fu, all while babysitting his mischievous baby cousin Ling Ling and cooking delicious snacks. In Panda Village, guests can play in Po's Kung Fu training camp, which will offer both wet and dry play areas. Guests can help the pandas wash and dry their laundry with water cannons, dump buckets, giant fans, and more. Other interactive elements in the area include a gong, giggling baby pandas, and oversized merry-go-round noodle bowls from Mr. Ping's Noodle Shop. The concept art for Shrek's Swamp Meet shows the ogre's iconic tree stump home, which can currently be seen over the construction walls. Shrek stands outside welcoming guests with Donkey poking his head out from inside the cottage. Shrek's outhouse sits atop a hill off to the left. The final new attraction is Shrek's Swamp Meet, where guests will be able to encounter Shrek, Princess Fiona, and Donkey outside of Shrek's iconic swamp home. Shrek's Swamp will also have a playground titled Shrek's Swamp for Little Ogres, where guests can climb, slide, and splash through Shrek's home. King Harold's Swamp Symphony will allow guests to create their own melodies via a choir of frogs, all by stomping on interactive lily pads. At the Swamp Snack Kiosk, guests can enjoy dishes inspired by Shrek, including Shreksel, Far Far a Waffle, Frozen Ogre, and more. Guests can also explore Mama Luna Feline Fiesta, the retirement home for cats from Puss in Boots to The Last Wish. Interactive screens activated by buttons, bells, maracas, and levers will bring Mama Luna's cats out to play, and possibly even Puss in Boots himself. As for entertainment, a new live show will be offered titled DreamWorks Imagination Celebration. Described as a multi-sensory adventure, this show will combine pop songs, dancing, and advanced technology to create a party atmosphere with characters in the new DreamWorks Theater. Guests will also be able to meet their favorite characters at DreamWorks Character Zone, including Gabby from Gabby's Dollhouse. Following the announcement of the opening window and details for DreamWorks Land at Universal Studios Florida, new posters have been added to the construction walls surrounding the land. There are 4 posters around the walls announcing the land will open this summer. One poster features Donkey perched on Shrek's shoulders and reads, "At least one of us is excited. Enter the swamp this summer." The Panda Village-related poster reads, "Train with Po. The awesomeness starts this summer." The poster showcases Po with a bamboo staff in his hand, making his best kung fu pose. Another Shrek poster was also added and features Shrek, Donkey, and Puss in Boots swinging by on a rope. The poster reads, "Bring your friends. Swing by this summer." The poster for Trolls has Poppy and Branch jumping in the air against an ombre pink, orange, and yellow background. The poster says, "Here we go. The party starts this summer." I'm really excited for this new land at Universal Studios Florida. It sounds like it's very, very similar to the Kids Zone attractions that used to be there. Sounds just kind of like a re-theme, a little bit of an update. So I'm not hating it. I guess it's just getting like a new, theme that kids will, connect with versus Fievel and Curious George. So I'm excited to see it open this summer. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with Be Our Guest Vacations and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. The best part is their concierge services are 100% free. Head over to beourguestvacations.com/WDWNT and the team will design your next epic vacation from Universal Parks to Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resorts, Disney Cruise Line, Virgin Voyages, Royal Caribbean, and more. A Florida woman has filed a lawsuit against Universal Orlando, claiming she sustained traumatic brain injury while riding the roller coaster Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit. Jerry Ann Clem and her husband, Richard Clem, from the Broward County area, are suing the Universal Orlando Resort as a result of her experience riding the roller coaster Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit. Jerry Ann Clem claims she rode the attraction on February 11, 2023. She claims that due to Universal Orlando's negligence, she sustained traumatic brain injury, among other permanent damages that have left her without the capacity to earn money in the future. Details on her alleged injuries read, quote, "As a direct and proximate result of defendant's aforementioned negligence, plaintiff Jerry Ann Irwin Clem suffered severe and permanent personal injuries and damages, including, but not limited to, a traumatic brain injury, pain and suffering, disability, physical impairment, mental anguish, inconvenience, loss of capacity for the enjoyment of life in the past, loss of capacity for the enjoyment of life in the future, medical nursing and rehabilitation expenses in the past, medical nursing and rehabilitation expenses in the future, lost wages in the past, and the capacity to earn money in the future," end quote. In the lawsuit, the Clems are asking for $50,000 for personal injuries and damages. They also demand a trial by jury. The full suit is available for the public to read. Congratulations to Nightmare Fuel. The fan favorite Halloween Horror Night show has received an IAAPA Brass Ring Award at this year's ceremony. Announced at the annual ceremony in Las Vegas, the Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Night show, Halloween Nightmare Fuel Wildfire, was awarded a Brass Ring Award at the IAAPA Honors 2024. IAAPA Honors is an event focused on shining a light on innovations made in the global attractions industry. Halloween Nightmare Fuel Wildfire was the stage show that ran for Halloween Horror Nights 31 in 2022. Nightmare Fuel Revenge Dream ran during Halloween Horror Nights 32 in 2023. The IAAPA honors site says about the show, quote, Universal Orlando's Halloween Nightmare Fuel Wildfire has redefined the standard for spine-chilling Halloween entertainment. Following its inaugural success, the spectacle has become the highest-rated show in the history of Halloween Horror Nights. With a captivating narrative that plunges guests into a dark realm of nightmares, the production seamlessly blends fire performances, illusions, and specialty acts to create an unforgettable experience. Collaborating with creative teams from around the world, Universal Orlando has elevated the second chapter of Halloween Nightmare Fuel by incorporating world-class illusions, captivating fire performances by the Fuel Girls, and thrilling aerial and specialty acts. With its innovative storytelling, stunning visuals, and spine-chilling performances, Halloween Nightmare Fuel Wildfire continues to leave audiences spellbound, end quote. I agree, and I know a lot of you will definitely agree. I gotta ask though, this is the second show, so it was Wildfire that got the award. I would love to know what your favorite Nightmare Fuel was. I kind of think the second one might have been my favorite, maybe the first. I really don't even know if I could honestly pick one, but I would love to know your opinions on the show. The Monster Makeover experience at Universal Studios Florida is now offering new Mardi Gras options, perfect for a parade float ride. The Mardi Gras inspired makeup options are in the back of the display book as options 42 through 49. They are also listed on the Monster Makeover page of the Universal Orlando Resort website as seasonal transformations. Reservations can be made in person at the Five and Dime or on the website. Mardi Gras makeup costs just $25 and takes about 20 minutes to complete. These designs are smaller than the other makeup options, which are either $125 for a full face or $65 for a half face. Universal Orlando annual pass holder discounts are also available. Some of the Mardi Gras looks make it seem like you're wearing an intricate mask. Others are inspired by this year's Elements theme. The Monster Makeover artists are Universal's skilled Halloween Horror Nights and Mardi Gras makeup artists. They use high-quality makeup for these detailed looks, and those can withstand the elements of Mardi Gras. The Monster Makeover experience will only be available through April 7th, which is the final day of Mardi Gras. So make sure you guys book if you want to do it. It's an awesome experience, and I really think having these Mardi Gras looks for $25 is way more affordable, so take advantage of that while you can. Guests who are planning to do some shopping while visiting Universal Orlando Resort will want to make note of the latest change to hit the parks. Package pickup service in City Walk will no longer be offered for day guests. For years, Universal Orlando Resort has offered a complimentary package pickup service for guests visiting the parks. Most recently, the pickup location was inside the Universal Studios store in City Walk, making for a single, convenient stop at the end of your day. A small desk was set up to the right of the registers with a parcel pickup sign above. Prior to the City Walk location, guests could stop by Port Provisions at Islands of Adventure or It's a Wrap at Universal Studios Florida to grab their merchandise. This was an amazing service for guests who were not staying at Universal Orlando hotels and did not want to carry their purchases. Thankfully, Universal Orlando still offers their hotel delivery service as well as paid shipping services. Carrying merchandise around the park isn't such a bad thing until you remember that many rides require lockers and locker prices were just recently increased. To avoid having merchandise that doesn't fit into a locker, you may want to wait until the end of the day to do your shopping. The complimentary package pickup service allowed guests to shop at their convenience and go about their day without all the extra baggage. This is a very small change, but worth noting if you're planning an upcoming trip. And I honestly am so disappointed that they got rid of this service. I loved it. I loved being able to buy things and just have it sent to City Walk and pick them up on the way out. It was so convenient, and like I said, with the locker prices increased and so many things don't fit in the small lockers, I really am upset that they've removed this service. But I also understand that there may be other things on the other side that we can't see, such as difficulties if guests don't pick up items. So I'm sure there are reasons for it, but I really don't like it. The upcoming Donkey Kong Country expansion in Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Japan has been added to the power-up band map before the land's opening. X-user 123456789 USJ shared the image of Donkey Kong Country added to the power-up band map. The map, which serves as a physical key for guests to explore the power-up band interactive locations around Super Nintendo World, only included the original area of the land until recently. This new iteration seemingly clears the clouds to allow guests to view the full layout of Donkey Kong Country. Opening in spring of 2024, Donkey Kong Country will feature a roller coaster called Minecart Madness, which you can see running through the land in the map. You can also spot the Golden Temple at the back of the land, along with some of the area's interactive elements, including a rumored Rambi the Rhinoceros game. Also pictured is a plane that will likely be the land's merchandise location. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. A special shout out to all the WIGS members watching who make this show happen every week. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to universalparksnewstoday.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Universal Parks News Today on YouTube for more great content, click the bell for notifications, and make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of News Today with Universal Parks News Today. For UPNT, this is Annie Wilson saying, the future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one.
From WDWNT TV, this is Park Center. Join us each week for news and discussion topics from the Disney and Universal theme parks around the world. We cover the stories in a quick, concise, and fun format, and then our panel breaks down and debates some of the biggest issues and what they mean for us, the parks fans. From the latest announcements to openings and delays to scandals and snacks and merchandise and more, we'll cover it all in 90 minutes. Join us live every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern on YouTube at WDWNT TV, or watch episodes on demand anytime. You can also subscribe to the audio version of the show on your favorite podcast app.